Hi, it's Marilyn at Close to Home here in Glastonbury, and today we're going to talk a little bit about doing a blind hem. Honestly, not so much blind hemming going on in the world today. You used to see it on a nice skirt, a nice dress, maybe men's pants, but mostly we're more casual now and everything is pretty much straight stitched all the way around the bottom. So not so much people wanting to know how to do blind hem or doing it themselves. But if you want to, I'm going to show you how to go about doing it. So the first thing we're going to do is just have your basic presser foot on. Usually the basic presser foot has a little marking right in the middle that tells you it's the center. The other thing about your basic presser foot is it's a lot of metal on the bottom. And that way you get the best feed you can possibly get when you're doing straight stitch or zigzag. So we're going to put the foot on. Always begin with your threads under the foot. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little overcast edge. So watch what I do. I'm going to put the presser foot down right so that the center of the foot is right on the edge of the fabric. I'm going to ask the machine to do zigzag. And strangely enough, all the electronic machines agree that the width should be about 3 and the length is 1.5. So if you have an electronic machine and you want to just tell it zigzag, generally your settings are going to be in the same neighborhood as this machine here. So what I'm going to do is just going to sew. I'm going to go kind of slowly, and you see when this needle zigs to the right, it actually goes off the edge of the fabric. So I'll speed up a little bit, just to get to the bottom. And when I get to the bottom, I'm going to slide it out, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it's a really nice finished edge that you could use as an end to your fabric, as opposed to here, where you might actually get little threads hanging off. So we've overcast, that's called overcasting, and we finished off the edge. So now we're going to do blind hem. In order to do blind hem, you're going to fold it up. Of course, you're going to try it on, make sure it fits you. And then the trick to the blind hem is actually in the folding. So you kind of fold it up and then you flop the dress or the pants backwards. So you get to see just a little bit of the raw edge, or in our case, the overcast edge. Now I'm going to go for a blind hem stitch, and on this machine, it tells me which presser foot to use, which is the best part of doing the blind hem. You kind of check yourself. So you select the stitch, it's going to be straight on the right side, and it's going to zig to the left. So those are the important properties of the blind hem stitch. Let me show you the foot, because this is important. It's got a little bar or something that goes right up the middle of the foot. So just to compare it with our basic foot, looks totally different. So we're going to put the foot on, and we are always going to do a test. Always going to do a test, because before you do it on the real dress or pants, if you test it and it looks good, go ahead. If you test it and it looks bad, then you make an adjustment. So the property of this stitch, and you might want to get a nice close-up here, it's going to zig to the left, and then it's going to be straight on the right. And then every once in a while, it's going to take a zig to the left. So when it zigs to the left, I'm going to get a real slow motion. It takes the tiniest bite on that fold. The bar in the middle helps to create a little extra thread, and you're going to see in a minute what that did. So before I open it out, let me show you what it looks like. You get that tiny little bite here, and you actually have a little bit of a loop of thread. And it looks kind of funny, but when you open it out, that loop is going to lay flat. So you're going to see little blue dots there, because I got blue dots on beige fabric. If I were to use white thread on white fabric, you would see nothing, and that's why they call it a blind hem. For more information on any of the products featured in this video, call or visit one of our 3 store locations.